Yeah, you're not in the background, huh?
Yes, my viewers and subscribers, welcome to another week of Mellache TV Analysis Thursdays. I know, as usual, we have the two big man them on set. Um, Mr. Floyd Wright, aka Professor himself. Welcome, Professor.
Yes, it's Mellache and to the viewers. See if you are my co-expert analyst. Respect, man.
Yes, yes, and we have Mr. Andre Haywood, Analyst of the Year. Big up, Mr. Haywood, Andre, C4.
Bless up to
I,
Mellache TV, yeah man, and a great professor, yeah man,
yeah,
my
man.
esteemed co-analyst on the program, and to everyone in the Domino world, greetings in the mighty name of Domino.
Oh,
Yes. So, as usual, we have a lot of domino news carrying. And we know we're going to start with the dissecting of the matches last week. A lot of upset. Yes. So, we're going to start with um, Cherry Garden. So, Asap versus Cherry Garden. C4, what happened there?
Well, I think Professor would have been in line more to tell you what happened because he had a bird's side view of what was happening. I was engaged in the game. But as usual, um, Cherry Gardens play their best games when they're playing against a Soursop team. It's kind of a grudge match in a sense. You know, two teams that are familiar with each other. But in the end, teams that wanted it most prevailed, and Soursop it's back to the drawing board again.
Okay. All right. Professor, at halftime, what was the score? Was it at halftime, Professor?
Cherry Gardens were leading by what? 17?
Oh, yeah.
17? Yeah, by 17.
Oh,
Halftime.
so I saw a cut score. A cut score then, Professor.
Yeah, man. Then cut the score and take lead too.
Really?
Yes, man. Cut,
Okay.
cut the and go
So,
by.
so what happened in the box now? What happened?
I think one of those days. I think a little bit more attitude and aptitude was needed. I predicted this game was going to be close, and it did, and it eventually went into countdown. They were leading by about 6 when in the countdown. So it was going to take an extra effort to overall the first two clusters that were going to be played to have a chance, to talk the source up to win the game. But it was overall a good game. Couple tactical moves and so, but I think good win for Cherry Gardens. Source up probably never showed that they wanted a bit more, but that is how the sports go. And I think it was just overall a good match, ding dong battle. And I think the the team on the day that probably needed a little bit more took it.
So just like OC4 put it, Chergan needed a bit more. But
Yes.
if Chergan did win, it did lose this Professor, they would have still have chance.
Uh
They were slim, very slim.
yes, man. There are 4 more games going on. Remember, if for argument's sake they lost this game and go on a winning streak for the rest of the
They would have
competition.
win everything else.
Yes, and depends on what other results. Can't remember anything can't win, man. Remember we
Okay.
seen we
They
seen
wouldn't leave
where.
any room for blunders.
Yes, so there are situations where there was a team. I remember Village Link team at one stage. I can't remember this thing. I think C4 was at the inside at the time. Lost almost an entire first round games and came back to win almost everyone. I think they only probably lost one in the second round. So that is something that Cherry Gardens could have still done to ensure of a quarter-final place. Being with a shot for the title. We put nothing beyond the game, any sport or game, because on the day, just one liquor, no matter how you train hard, you train harder than one person. Sometimes psychologically, you can have a better shot just within the couple of hours or minutes or whatever time you have to with an opponent. So that is what it took. And for Cherry winning this game, I think based on our source of the type of team we had, I think the game Source should have probably come out winners by looking at it, because they should be the team that can deliver during that latter part of the game to come out victors. And I think this is one of these days we want to ensure that we need to make less mistakes in when it matters most.
Okay. Fruit Johnson was the captain?
No, Food, no. It was a play on the day.
Okay. All right. C4, Rooftop 250, Village Links 240. We did predict that this was going to be a very good match, right, C4?
Yes, because Rooftop is really playing good. You know, they have some players that have coming from the West, and they are expressing themselves. They are enjoying their game. That is the most important thing. Village Link as a very good team, and to be able to, be a first timer and getting the better of a Village Link team says that teams better be ready when they are about to face Rooftop.
Okay. All right. Professor, Caribbean Classic 250, Fletcher's Land 196. What happened there?
No surprises.
Okay.
No surprises. It's just a matter of the scoreline, as we said, as usual. I think Land Raiders are putting a good shift in terms of turn up for the games and finishing them, and that is augurs well for them. Against a classic team, it's going to be very, very difficult to get a win. But just know that they participate and finish the entire 250 is awesome, and that is for me is great. And Classic is expected to win, and as you can see, they probably are they the only unbeaten team left in the competition. If my memory serves me right. So
yes. Classic are the only unbeaten team remaining in the competition.
All right, and it's just a matter of if because they are playing some of the hardest teams so far, and if they have already done that, I think they seem like they're unbeaten going to the quarterfinal stage, where that might take a different spin on things.
Okay. Bobby 6 in the house. Big up yourself, 6 bars.
Fruit bars, you can't let the fruit bars though.
Fruity Johnson. Big up yourself, Fruity. Yeah, man, realize the boy you'd have to put on the book Sunday and get into the game, Fruity.
Services need more in the ring, more than outside.
Yeah, the service is more needed. Masado, Frederick. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, my general.
Tommy.
Yeah, Missy Bert. Yeah, loyal. Very loyal, Missy Bert. And Tommy. Big up yourself, Tommy.
Tell them, man. If Tommy know the pun thing, man, nice, man.
Yeah.
From the tools, man.
Yeah, Sean Wallace. Yeah, man. Big up, Sean. Yeah, C4. Memory Lane 229. Masterpiece 250. Memory Lane still not get off the market. C4.
Why? Well, if them can get off the mark against Masterpiece, who are next to them at the bottom of the ladder, it seems as if it's not a short time. You want to call it? Honestly, you can call it, man. I can't see where the point is coming from now.
Yes.
So they don't get even a point as yet?
Not even a point.
Not even a point.
Well, probably the next match you have a point to prove.
Well, every match they have a point to prove.
All right. Moving on. Professor, correctional 239, passage for 250. Boy, passage for boss everybody bet. What happened? Big correctional lose.
Let me tell you something. And I'm going to say this to you. Ever since passage foot is in playing dominoes, they usually are fairly competitive if they turn out. Their biggest problem is what I just said initially. Their attitude towards the game is not one of the best. And they continue season in, season out to do the same thing over and over. And I think that is one of their biggest downfall. Well, usually they over the years they usually make an upset at least once. Our beat a team that person said they should have lost to. And this is one of the situations that they need to improve. If they get that, they can be always there and thereabouts, competitive and challenging for a top 8 position. But they need to improve on the discipline of the game, attending games, etc. And I think that is where they need to improve. But generally, back to the game, it's one of the upsets because let me tell you, the only person who can tell you that they will win is a person who plays at passage forward, based on how they have been um, playing this season. Correctional coming off a loss to in countdown to Soursop, and that put and based on what they were playing prior, persons were saying that it is a foregone conclusion for a correctional win. But trust me, very good win for Pacific Fort. I wonder who get man of the match in that thing there because somebody must be playing well. Because I don't know anybody at
Yes. Maybe it's Linky and Tanya. I have
Oh,
this youth from I don't quite remember his name from Meadows. Yeah,
what?
they played very well too.
Okay. So you were at the game?
Huh? Yes,
You
man,
were
I
at the
was
game?
yes, man, I was there, but you don't know me a video man. You don't know me
Oh,
a video man already. And see Frederick Mesado. Yes, I think you're right, Frederick. Attendance always a bit fastest foot. Attendance. Because the thing is that you always have a core of persons turning
yes,
up
well, competent.
um
Yeah.
for the beginning of the game. You understand? If those set of persons don't turn up, Patrick Ford can't feel aside.
Yeah.
You understand? And what I've noticed with Passage Fort members, they mostly turn up for home matches. Understand? But the away matches, not all of them always turn up. If them do turn up, them come very late.
Yeah,
So
but
that's one of
Mellache,
them. Yes.
I heard that from a good source, the grapevine, that the cameraman ran riot. They know truth
Yes.
is,
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
but
Seafood just get the
I
call,
heard that
man.
the cameraman ran riot, ran right through correctional. Something can go so.
Yeah, that means
Uh, yeah, man, cameraman,
but
man. Cameraman, yeah,
C4,
man. Him
I
video
wish
good,
camera
man.
would have,
Him video
but
well good, that's on the man.
I can't do what me say C4. Wait, that is hearsay because if the cameraman was there, we can have see a clip. We don't know what truth
Why?
is in this day and age where
Yeah, man.
information is accessible
See
at our
Percy,
fingertips.
see Percy, Arden Parker, Jerome. Yeah, man. I like a Jerome get man I match, man. Yeah.
Why?
Mali
Uh,
Yes.
Meadows. Arden Parker.
Jerome,
Yeah.
why?
Trust me.
if you win the next man I match, you get something after the
Je-
show, sir.
Jerome are the guy who play for the Sansan League when play for the Flavors team. When if I play for Flavors team.
Well,
Well,
you can find
him
out.
always a playing at the yeah man,
Yeah,
that's
man,
me,
this
see
year
man,
too.
sir.
A good
Yeah,
player, man.
Yes, I am
yeah man, him
sour
play
cream.
well,
I am
man.
sour
Yeah,
My
man, a
partner,
good
man,
player,
him
man. We
come.
see him and put on the
I am
fight.
sour
Nice.
cream. Them want sign up and play against him and say this player.
Him a
Yeah,
play
but we
good, man.
really have to sign him
Yeah, man,
because
him come on nice second half, man. I mean, I tell you, him not leave the ring. Shoot down correctional side, man.
Yeah,
yeah, I
man,
think
a
he
good
might play
player.
good. Might play good
Decent,
from a
man.
long time still, you know.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
player,
man.
man.
So let's see if he might go show some more because I didn't see him in the last match. They look
Oh,
out to see him the last match of Flavors, but he never turn up.
yeah, man. Yeah, me know Jerome now. Yeah, man. A good. I will tell you, man. You know, big. Him always a carry the fight, man. Him a
Yeah,
carry the
good
fight.
player.
Very good
Yeah,
player,
man.
man.
Yeah, man. Him always I carry the fight with you.
Mm.
All right. Moving on. So we have C4 Foundation 250 versus Central. I think this match would have been much more closer than this C4.
Foundation and Central.
Yes, Foundation 250, Central 229.
Yes, one would expect that Foundation, as I predicted, would have gotten the win because Central is not firing at the moment. You know, I don't know if they're waiting on the influx of overseas based players to come in and assist. But at the moment, you know, they are very vulnerable. And Foundation on the other hand, in the contrary, are peaking right now. They're finding their formula and they are winning games and subsequently they are now into the top 8. So, you know, they are a team to be feared.
Yes. Professor, what is happening with Central?
I think they just have the burners for a while. I think if you watch the last couple of games I've played, they are just like seems like behind the 8 ball a bit. They have just some enthusiasm towards the game because the scores line at the end of the games reflects that situation. And I did say in my short analysis on the last show that they should I carry them as winners, but the foundation get it right. That sort of chemistry that Central has coming from the Town League foundation would have won if they get it right. If they have that chemistry, but I was carrying Central to win that game though. But but their loss is a reflection of how they have been playing in the previous set of games. Because remember, Foundation is a quality team.
Yes.
Quality team. I probably in if there's a comparison between Central and Central and a Foundation, you will find that more quote unquote match winners are there more than in Central.
Yeah, but Central not a run-up team for last season.
Yes, but as I'm saying that is if you match up the two like pound for pound, you will find more
More
players in
players.
the foundation team that will seize the initiative in a game rather than a Central team.
Okay. So Central needs some more Kevin Yao.
Well, probably. I don't know what is happening and so forth, but definitely still a good core of players, and they might just get it back right because that based on the fact that they are playing for 3 consecutive seasons, they will somehow probably find their footing as the competition goes on.
All right. Same on you, Professor. Mechanical 250, 4th International 243.
Well, I also call this contest a very close one, and if
Yeah.
I just believe the small we predicted, well, assume at the start of the competition that Port was going to have probably the largest squad. Sorry, but as it stands now, probably have the smallest aggregation of put together and probably ever I've seen in a league. And they are the same set of core players playing throughout match in the every Sunday. Now it's just that probably they don't have a lot to choose on the outside if they set a few the core players inside the ring. And I think that is where they are losing out, because if you realize a lot of the games are very close, and this just argues well for them, but they just need to have a few more players and probably a little bit more commitment from those who are there to really see. For me, it's very difficult for them to reach the top 8, but they should give a good account of themselves going forward.
Okay. C4. What is happening in C4? Because at one point, I remember one season, 14th international, I called 14th international pack aside. Everybody want to go on 14th international side. No, 14th international can all the final side. What is happening in C4? What happened?
Well, possibly the management has changed, because Billy Slaughter is now the man in charge of Port International. So, management and probably Billy is not the known figure in terms of getting players. So Port International will have their name, but remember, teams most now are based on management, and you have to be able to have that respect from the wider domino community to actually form a team. So probably last Portmore League, Port International had a very strong core of players, but it seems as if some players decided to move and did not let the club know until late. I know when it was late, that it's going to be hard to actually get a different set of players, because most teams would have already had these players. So I guess that is what hurt Port. Players that left, they gave their word and left late. If they had left early, they are probably giving him more time to um, assess his options in terms of players, and try to get some players.
Okay.
But C4, just to add here, I think one of the reasons that is because some of the persons were reluctant to play when a particular captain was there. So it kind of deter a lot of persons from coming to the.
Well, that was the case because, as I said, you had players that were committed, but
Yes.
when they learned of who was to lead them, some stepped aside, and those that were being loyal decided to stay home. So that is what hurt Port. But I see that you have now gotten the loyal members to come out now, so that is why they are so competitive right now.
A few of them, some take other, but that is still good though. We just need some, if them can, because we don't know in a side like Ford, we don't want to be at the hitting rock bottom as we speak. It wouldn't argue well for the legacy for Ford.
But
So they
but
need
but
to
but um but after round 9 they only won 2 matches. Only 2 matches they won, right?
yeah,
Yes, yes.
The Fort is really struggling.
Mm.
Nobody would talk this though, C4 for our Fort international side. All right, moving on. Same on UC4. Bull Bay 236 versus Lynx 250. What's
Yeah,
happened there, C4? Because I
well,
know your bet was on Bull Bay, you know.
yeah, and they had a mountain to climb early. I think at one point the score was well in excess of 30, and in a featured
In whose
game,
favor? In whose favor?
Links United.
Okay.
In a featured game where it's quality team you're going up against. Being so far behind the eight ball would have been problems. But Bull Bay made an attempt, and they just fell short in the end. Yeah.
But I
So
remember last week you didn't mention certain players. Were those players there for Lynx?
yeah, I think Lynx had a better turnout. And they subsequently delivered. But it was a great entertaining game. According to what I'm hearing, the 14 points win for Lynx United is not really even a true reflection of how close the game was coming down into the end. But it's a good win that for Lynx to bounce back, because um, previously they had lost 2 games in 3. So they wouldn't want to lose 3 and 4. And
Yeah.
that's why.
Six bars said Bull Bay have a better turnout more than Lynx. So Diggy Diggy was there. Six bars are prof.
I couldn't say what. Just to add to what C4 is saying is that there's at Bull Bay haven't have a good run against Lynx. It's like they are the bogey team for Bull Bay, and I said when I did my concise analytical views, I did say that Lynx will win without a doubt. I don't even think twice about it. So there's something about when Bull Bay playing Lynx. If they are unbeaten, they're going to lose it. They're going to lose the first game. Like I usually say that about when Lynx play right stuff. You know. So these are some of the things that we probably Bull Bay now needs to look on how best way they can beat.
But
Lynx.
Professor, your prediction was Lynx United, right?
Yeah, man. Yes. Without a doubt, I didn't even think even twice. I didn't mention that team going with close. I just had that feeling based on past results, because that's what I do. I'm doing my analytical um, views based on what transpired in the past and so forth.
Okay. Frederick Diggy Diggy, he came after, like him came when the match so done or nearly finished. I told you on this program, if all who were missing from Right Stuff game return against Bull Bay, it's hard to beat Lynx. You hear that, C4? Frederick didn't mention it.
Yes, for real.
So Bobby Six get 1-6. I mean 10.
110 Bobby 6 player. No man, I wear some man. I star player that a league star player that
Okay.
Yeah man, league star
Just I
player man.
say,
Bobby
I
6
remember
from.
we not get nothing there. We not get no clips yet. So I wonder.
Yeah, I'm saying Lynx have Bull Bay a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Moving on. So that was the dissecting of the matches for last week.
And just to mention that there was a postponement
Yes.
of a game, just so persons don't ask.
Yes. Thanks for reminding me, Professor. Right Stuff and Nagahead did postpone. But when that match going to play, Professor? You hear anything? Tammy,
No, that will
anything, Tammy?
our organizers will definitely make you aware. I can assure that when Mr. Mina is doing these games, he's usually very decisive, and he doesn't wait till when teams are just in for position, and he usually makes good decisions when he play rescheduled games. And I think this rescheduling a couple of these games will be utmost important to him as the organizer. He does that very well. I can't give him kudos for that.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Bird said she think it's the 20th.
Mm.
All right. So Right Stuff has 2 outstanding matches now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So moving on to the prediction round segment. Oh, in April 20th. Oh, in April.
Yeah, man, 20th, I think.
The match will be played, yes, in April. Okay, it should play before the end of the round, the preliminary round. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So the predictions now. We have no winners, Missy Bert. We have no winners. I know winner for last week.
You think you have to
Because
mention that? It's
yeah,
usually
yeah, man, Missy Bert, Missy Bert got her credit, you know. She got her
no
credit
man. We're
for
just saying
the
that
for
for this round, it's a no-brainer. I don't think.
wow, this round is straightforward also.
No man, I don't know about this round. But the last one
Okay,
was
the last round, yeah. No
from
winners.
for the winner. Everything
Yeah,
gone through the door.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
else,
passage for
everybody
yeah,
was
just even another upset, but passage fourth upset because
yeah.
nobody at all did better on passage fourth.
What?
Worst versus correctional. Nobody at all. Passage fourth wasn't anybody bet.
So I supposed to be a bit, but she can pass it forward with it
Yeah.
seems.
And rooftop and villagings was iffy too.
Rough top. Hey,
Yeah,
and this is
rooftop.
something. Well, when we're going to to the other side, we're going to the preview. Why,
Yes.
Professor?
So the first match we have, but first let us
The
tell them the
point
feature
standing.
match. The feature match for this round is Caribbean Classic versus Mechanical Strikers.
You haven't given them the point standing as it.
Yeah, that's the features match. Yes. So, Professor, yeah, can you give them the standings, please?
Well, so far after some of the some teams play 9, so a few have 8 and 7. Rise Up hasn't played 2 games, but we start from the top. Caribbean Classic out front, 36 points. At the one unbeaten team in the competition. Bull Bay lost their first game on Sunday on 32. Links on 28. Next, coming in fourth is Mechanical after 9 encounters. Fifth, Soursop after 9 encounters, 26 points. Nagoed, 8 after 8 games, 24 points. Right Stuff, 24 7 after 7 games, 24 points. Foundation after 9 games, 24 points. Central after 8 games, 20 points. Correctional 9 after 9 games, 17 points. Cherry Gardens 9 after 9 games, 14 points. Pass fourth after 9 games, 13 points. Rooftop after 9 games, 16 points. And Fort International. That is strange to see a side like Fort here in the just fighting relegation. I think 4 points from relegation zone. So they're in after 9 games, 12 points. Village play after 9 games, 9 points. A bit surprised here.
Yeah, nobody not
Master
expecting Village Links to be down there either, Professor.
that far.
Yeah.
Master Place playing after 9 games, 5 points. Raiders after 9, 2 points. And Memberlin, I think by looking at things, I don't see like them all to get off the mark looking at the rest of pictures. But for now, they still are without a point.
Okay, thanks for that, Professor. All right. Mr. Bird said But Mr. Bert, I remember you betting on Passage for Mr. Bert. So it's a
Well,
source of our bet.
you can't remember. There's hard copy to show, you know.
Yes. But so what's up? Well, I can't put on your part fan so what's up, Mr. Bert? That's what you're saying?
Make sure you win it though. You know what?
That's true.
The only time we have it was I went to play against Right Stuff, man. Yeah, she bet the other way.
Okay.
I know she say I saw what she bet, but you know.
So Mr. Bird sending our prediction there already. All right. So the first matchup we have Memory Lane versus Fletcher's Land. C4.
Well, memory lane. This is last chance saloon. You know, this is perhaps probably the only team that is actually down into the bottom of the barrel that memory lane would have a chance to really get something from.
Oh, but remember, both teams don't win any as yet tied in C4.
That is why I'm saying, but at least Land Raiders have 2 points.
Yes.
You know, so Land Raiders are the favorites, and rightly so, especially after they're showing against Central. They lost that match by 1 point. So, you know, for being so competitive in most of their matches, you know, they are definitely the team to beat. But Memory Lane, if they have anything in them, Rasta Ital and company, you know, this is where they should be looking to get even a point on the board.
Yes. Because I don't think that there's another team they can beat, you know. All right. Moving on, Professor, Village Drinks versus Masterpiece.
This is an interesting matchup because both teams are playing true to form. And if you look at things, they are right. They are in 15th and 16th position, and this shows that this is another match. Yeah, ironically, you know, the first two matches you take out, you know, are 15 playing 16 playing 17, you know, and 16 playing 15, you know. So this is the battle of the minnows, as we could call it in sporting terms, going up against each other, and village links just above based on aggregate score. So they're both on. No, village link is just 4 points ahead. So this is going to be a very a good matchup. It's very hard to call. There are a few players that are not turned up for games for Village Link. I understand. So it's even more make it more difficult or even to call this game. But just somehow, I would if there are two teams turn out, I would probably give Masterpiece the edge in this one.
All right. But Frederick Messiah giving Village Link the edge. We're doing easy too. Not even going to be a competitive fight. Village Link will win easy, Professor.
Mm.
All right. Moving on. Passage 4 versus Cherry Garden C4. Well, there's another dog bite here. C4.
Dog fight. Seems like C4.
All right, Professor, go ahead.
Very difficult. This is a competitive fixture, and based on how Cherry Gardens play Soursop, and with that same team, I would still go for a Cherry Garden win here. And Passage 4 to be playing at home, I guess. So they should even be far more competitive than even they were playing against the correctional services team. So I will still go for Cherrygan's win. After that impressive, I see the sort of team. By looking at that team, that should not be in that position that is it in currently in. But I will give them the edge against Pacific.
All right. Frederick said Chergan won't take any prisoners. Fruity Johnson, what if that's true, Fruity? No prisoners. C4, what do you have to say about this match? Center forward. All right. Maybe he has to take some bathroom break there or something. All right. Moving on, Professor. Bull Bay versus Correctional Service.
This was a fixture that created an upset last year in the Town League. Correctional upset Bull Bay. No, and probably this is their first it was probably their first victory over a Bull Bay team. I don't see that happening for this encounter, and based on the fact that I don't know what the sort of aggregation turnover for Correctional the last game. They usually turn to well at home and they lost at home against Pacific. They will play well, but Bull Bay will notch up another win here under the belt after conceding their first loss of the season on Sunday. So I'll go for a Bull Bay win here against Correctional.
Okay. This is a grudge match. Frederick says a grudge match. Right? C4? Center forward. All right. Fourth International versus Nago Eds. Professor?
Hey, let me tell you, if you know I'm going to give Nago this game.
I feel that true Tammy is on, Professor.
No, she's not on, that's why I think. I will give Nago the edge based on the fact that they are just playing more as a unit and they will be represented well by those who are there. Fort just not. They are having one of the situations that they have found themselves in is that I don't know how much longevity they have doing when they are playing games. I think they are out on the blocks early, usually, and then pick back somewhere along the line and in the latter part of the stages of the game. And I think it is where Nagoel will have the edge over them because they have more players now to call upon than Fort. So I'll go for a Nagoel win against a Fort International. That's my take on it. But it would be a surprise if even Fort come out victors on this one. But I will give Nagoel based on the fact that they will have more.
You make Tommy smile. Tommy have nothing to say now, Professor.
Yes,
Tommy
yes,
live good tonight.
Yes,
good tonight.
Yes, man. But no, until the next round.
Yeah. Professor C4. Center forward.
Yeah, come back.
It's not back as yet. All right, my viewers, please remember to click like on the video. Yes, no make no sense. We have sorry. We have like at the end, we have over like maybe 100 people, 200 people watching the videos. I will have like 5 like on the video, 10 like. So please remember to click like on the video. I remember the first person to send in their prediction. The 9 winners for Sunday coming will receive $1,000 credit. Yes, the first person. All right. I know next season Tommy gonna be a sponsor, so we're gonna raise it, Professor. Might raise the 2,000 credit each week.
No man, if Tommy coming on, it's going to be more than that.
One month plan.
Yes, or something like that. The least you can get is 1 week.
All right. Looking forward for you to come on board, Tommy. Yes. So 6 Boston in his prediction there. Yes, 6
Well,
months.
I can go you think get right.
Yeah, Tommy said no problem. You hear that, Professor?
You tell them,
One,
tell us the
one
least, man.
sponsor that I'm bored.
Tell us the least. I
Yeah,
mean,
so Missy Barrett, 1 month plan for you, Missy Barrett next season. Bobby
all
6.
right.
Yes. So on a 5 then Bobby 6. Him get 2 wrong now. So if you get 2 wrong at Bobby 7.
Well,
Professor.
yes. I can more get 7 out of it. You get 1 wrong already. If I look for them, you know you get 1 wrong already. You know him have links on this, so.
But I'm looking at it, Professor. I'm gonna say I don't remember see so what's not playing any match this week. Sunday coming, I'm gonna see no so what's up on it.
And I don't know if we have postponed game.
All right, C4. I want him C4. C4, you're back. C4.
Well,
All right.
take him turn him back.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Central United versus Rooftop. What do you have to say, Professor?
See, what a close match. I will just go for a Central win. I won't take anything from Rooftop. Sorry, continue saying Rooftop. They are playing.
Yeah, they play rough, man. They are playing rough.
And let me tell you, that is why sometimes we have to look, we have to assess a lot of things, because when Southside did play Rooftop in the opening game and we beat them by the 5th yard, a lot of persons were saying, oh, they are not good or competent and they are not good enough. They have been making life, even when they lost games that they lost in, they have been making life tough for a lot of other persons. I mean, rough for other persons. So, just to look at it, they will give Central another fight, but I believe Central should take this one home. I think they will probably pull up them socks and get this one home. But no taking away from, if the players turn out, then Rooftop will have a look in.
Okay. So the club is called Rooftop, but the players are ruffians. Ruffians. Yeah. All right. I see why there's no so what's up in Bobby 6 prediction. Leeds United versus so what's up. A good match, this could have be a feature match, second feature match,
Yeah, man, they don't most, but Bobby 6, so you carry things for emotion now, man. That's right. Yeah, make your heart a rule your brain, man.
Bobby 6 have a strong partner, when she beat table, Professor. Aye. Yes, man, when she beat table, brother.
I mean, that's a Milton that beat the table too soft.
Look so, but Bobby 6, no, the thing is that now, when him and Milton play, you understand? Him hardly hear what Milton saying, but him hear what she said when she talking, man. You understand? Yeah, man, him find somebody where can calm him. Cause one time, usually I see him do some whole part dancing and them things. I'm gonna see him to do them something again.
Oh,
Bobby 6.
No, man, I feel cool now, man.
Yeah, man, find a partner, man. Partner in a real life. Yeah, so what I have to say about this match, Professor? Links versus so what's up?
Is this, we have any more games?
Yeah, man, we have 2 more games after this.
But we can't talk about this. It's one of the feature games. So we talk about a 3 features game we have then.
Yeah, call 3 feature game.
All right, so we're going to start with the first.
Yeah, feature. First feature game.
Links and so what's up? Well, the last 6 meetings. So what's up of the edge?
Yeah.
Probably about 4-2. Yeah.
So what's up of links 4-2?
Yeah, about that kind of them. Beat them one with the Bobby mentioned about the 50. And I think the other one was when so what's up. That's the mid-season. But this game is going to be a very, very close game. One is very hard to call. I don't want this position to call it. And just the fact that because I am playing for Soursop, I would probably give Soursop the edge. The
All
edge.
right.
But
But
this
guess what
can go
happened now?
either way.
But like
I'm
Soursop,
going to like Bobby
if
and
Soursop
call
win,
and sentiments.
but if Soursop win, like going to be an upset in a cause. Miss Seabird no better than Soursop, she better than links. Bobby 6 better than links. You understand? So it's going to be an upset. Yeah, Miss Seabird said. She
Well,
said Bobby 6 have the same thing like her, you know. So she said Bobby 6 win, but him come second because she put in that first. She put it in first. You understand? So Bobby 6 you have got to change. If you want to win, you have got to change even a one matchup. I can have the same thing with Missy Burt. I expect to win because Missy Burt said she sent it in first.
What if C4 come back? Because well, if you know, don't call me out, you know, Bobby 6.
Yeah. C4, what you have to say about that match? Links versus WhatsApp.
I think this could be dangerous, you know.
Center forward.
Right.
What is happening to C4 there? You can't call it professor. You lose already.
Yeah, man. So what's up, man? You call him, man. No question, man.
Okay. All right. Right Stuff versus Foundation. Not a bad matchup too, you know.
Not a very bad matchup. And based on how things is looking, it's a very hard to call. But
Yes.
I'm just going with Rice Tough. Wait, I just want to ensure Rice Tough hasn't lost a game as yet.
Yeah, man.
Bullby.
Yeah, Bullby did walk through White Stuff.
Yes, man. No, I will still go for a Bullby, a Rice Tough win for this encounter. They might be inactive, you know, the last match day, but I will still carry them to win. And they were impressive the game before. So I'm looking for them to continue against a foundation team. I believe if the captain is one of the situations with foundation is probably I don't know all the captaincy side of things. That's why that is important. If the person who's captain and continues captain, I don't think they will lose crucial games that they should win. And I believe I would just go for a Rice of win in this game or foundation.
All right. This is next sequence of Professor and C4. Forward, I go call me Sir 6 Boss. All right, you're a professor. Let me tell you what you can do for Bobby 6. It's like how my Missy Bird, them have the same prediction. But Missy Bird sending her first. You see, if Links beat so what's up? Send 6 bars and 5 bills credit, Professor.
Yes,
so you can send 6 bars and 5 bills credit. If Links beat Professor. So what's up? Yeah, man. Can send Bobby 6 because Bobby 6 saying no way I say Professor. No, so what's up? Sunday. This match going to be at what? Links? Or Links HQ? All right, moving on to the future match of the day. Caribbean Classic versus Mechanical Strikers. Right around Caribbean Classic headquarters. What do you have to say about that, Professor?
Mechanical is is holding their own and they're doing fairly well so far. I think how much games they've lost? I don't know if they lost.
Mechanical.
Yes, I think probably I know they lost the first encounter. I've been keeping up to date with. I just can't check just to
Mechanical
ensure.
lost about what, 2 games?
Probably the most they have lost are 2 games
Yeah, they
and
lost 2 games.
2 games because yeah, I think they lost 2 games. Yeah, man, they have
Yes.
lost 2 games. However, Classic with the team they have going up against a mechanical team, it's going to be very difficult. I will continue to carry a Classic team based on how they are playing. They probably the preliminary stages probably Classic have it wrapped up already, and probably it will finish on top of the pile because going forward they might just lost 1 game before, or if any at all, before the quarterfinal stage. So I don't see Classic losing in this encounter. Mechanical
Um.
will put it in fight, but they will lose that by probably about by 20 or so.
Okay. C4, you're back. Center forward. All right, let me ask you a question, Professor. Looking at this, I don't know how the man C4 was on also could answer this question. Um, Classic for the last couple season, Classic don't lose a match, don't it? And
Couple
Classic
seasons, no man, 1 season.
are one
Last
season.
season, last season they don't lose. Wait,
Yes, and right now
come to
they
think
don't
of it,
lose any.
I think they lost one yeah the season before.
And what I was trying to say is that in every match, Classic is always a favorite, right? Why playing against Classic, 17 playing against Classic is a feature match. And Classic is always a favorite. And I'm not expecting to lose.
Remember, the word
Yes.
feature is based on certain criteria. For argument's sake, Fort is a well-known
Mm-hmm.
in the domino fraternity. If they were playing against Classic now, it wouldn't be based on how they are playing. And at the standing, based on how they are playing now, it couldn't be that.
It's based off standings. It's based off standings, really.
Yes, a lot of other things, standings, which usually go hand to hand concurrently with form, and some of the time the players, some of the time the caliber players also factors in. So we have to look at factors like those to order to feature one. So for argument's sake, Fort probably not all right, the same team. If Fort now, for argument's sake, team
Mm-hmm.
don't have the same caliber team that can match a Classic pound for pound, but they are doing well. That can be regarded as a feature game. No, looking at how things are going as we speak. If you put a Classic against a Fort now, they're playing next Sunday, based on where Fort is and against Classic, it will be like Classic playing against a Pacific Fort or something like that instead of a Fort International. So
Yes, but I would
these
more,
are
I would
things to
more,
look at.
but for this Sunday, I would more give links and so on the future match, because it
No
can
man,
go
that's why.
either way. Domino play on the
No,
day
that's why.
still, Domino
For
play on the
me,
day, but it can go either way with links and so what's up.
no.
But,
Let,
but,
let me
but
tell you.
Classic versus anybody. Let me just say Classic.
No. Listen,
Yes.
it doesn't. All right, you what's happening?
Mesado, what is your thought, Mesado? Frederick and Tammy. This is your thought.
Listen, if Classic will always start the favorite
As a favorite.
based on
Yeah.
the fact that their past um, achievements plus their current position in terms of how they are playing. So not only they are playing well, they have the best crop of players put together, assembled. And secondly, they have more incentive to take away than any other club. So those are the factors that makes Classic That
Elite,
doesn't
more elite than
exactly
others.
that doesn't take away the fact that going up against an opponent, because Classic will have probably right now probably 3 or 4 feature games throughout the season. See, just by looking at it, by the outset before a game, a double six game shuffle, um, shuffle. Classic will have probably about 4 feature games because of the sort of team that they'll be coming up against. See, now for me, they're only if you over the years you are predicting, you'll find that you can have 2 and 3 feature games for a day. And 2 and 3 feature games can exclude classic. Classic probably don't into that. No feature for me, I don't like to. We use a quote unquote out one particular game. But for me, sometimes there are 3 games that can be because look at these fixtures. It's about 3 features game.
Yeah, can Right Stuff and
Games.
Foundation can
Yeah,
also be a feature game.
yeah. So that is it. So that is where it stands as we speak.
Yes, but Professor, what I'm really saying, is that if they're going to bet on classic and mechanical, the only person going to bet on mechanical is mechanical players. I'm just stating something. With our links United versus our Soursop, you're going to have person betting on links. You're going to have some person betting on Soursop. That is not one-sided. You understand? But with a Caribbean Classic versus a mechanical, it is just one-sided.
No, that's how it goes. But look at it. I'm giving an example. I'm going to use an analogy when it comes to football. When Manchester City is playing in the Premier League, not this season, or probably just before it started the season, and just call what Manchester City not even won the amount of titles that Man United has won. When there are a matchup between those 2 teams, who would you give the edge? That not even the edge. By a mile. It will be Manchester City. No, the only way you carry Manchester City because it's a derby, anything time anything will goes. For argument's sake, in this competition with dominoes now, with between if you say a links playing the for argument's sake classic, you would say links probably by the outset would probably give classic the biggest contest.
Odds.
Yes.
Yes.
But you will still go for a classic win. These are things do happen in enough other sports. Even every sport, there's a particular team that dominates, and when they go up against teams pit against each other, I mean they will. It just they will not win, but we still say they are probably good challengers because that's how it goes. When in boxing, why there's a title fight between a challenger and a fighter and a champion is because they know that the challenger have a good chance. But guess what happened? It's very rare you're going to see the challenger being odds-on favorite to win. So these are things that do happen in sports, and there's nothing wrong with classic being dominant and know that they will win. Personally predict that they will, but they will lose. That's how it goes. When classic title about 3 or 4 years ago, against how many persons would think that classic would have won that lost that game?
Well, yeah, Sniper. Sniper say you have 9-1 France Central. It was what Sniper said, Professor.
Wait, what Sniper said?
Professor hold that 9-1 from Central.
No man, 9-2. I think him 9-1 man.
Oh.
So you keep talking now.
Oh.
I want to see like top 8. That more to see you. I will take off your head clean.
All right. So C4. Why?
Yeah, man, C4 gone, yeah,
Why?
man.
Maybe it's a connection issue or something. All right. So Milton Stamp sending his prediction. All right. So um, we have come to the end of another program. Yes, I know as usual. RC4 is back.
Yes,
Yes,
I had
C4.
to reboot my phone because some problems here.
Okay. All right. Let's hear your thoughts on links versus what's up now. C4.
Links versus SourceUp. SourceUp has been getting a bit of links in this fixture for a while now. So, the only win that Links United have was probably the last Portmore League when SourceUp was on their knees. They didn't have a team that, could strongly compete. But SourceUp has been getting the better of Links in this fixture. Well, the fact that Links United are coming off a win in a feature match against Bull Bay, and the fact that SourceUp are coming off a loss against Cherry Gardens, our fingers will point to a Links United victory. However, being emotional and knowing what's in the engine room of SourceUp, I'm taking my chances there. But if you're a betting man and neutral, fingers will point to Links United winning this fixture.
Okay. And Right Stuff versus Foundation because Sniper is on, so I'm listening out for you.
Right Stuff versus Foundation.
Yes.
Well, this match, is a match that on another day could be a feature match. If it wasn't for the Caribbean Classic and Mechanical match. But Right Stuff bounced back from their loss to Bull Bay, the heavy loss to Bull Bay, and they're having a couple matches now postponed. I think the last match that they played was against Correctional, where they won comfortable. But they have a couple matches postponed now because of funeral reasons. So I don't know if they're going to be much rusty. But I can tell you, Foundation is tuned to the minute right now. And whoever going to play Foundation definitely would have to bring the A game because many I thought that Foundation would be one of the teams to beat this season based on the caliber of players that have turned up at their doors. So it was only a matter of time before they found the chemistry, and they have found it now, and they're on a winning streak. And I will give Foundation the edge over Right Stuff, who has been inactive for a little while.
All right. Moving on to the feature match, Classic versus Mechanical Strikers.
Well, remember, Mechanical Strikers went to the final where they played Brighton. That was a few seasons ago. So they have some pedigree. Caribbean Classic on the other hand, they're seeking to win I guess I think it's 29 games straight coming from the last Portmore League to this one. Let's see. Um, I think it's 30. I think it's 30. Yeah, they're going for 30 wins on the bounce. No. That probably is a record as to what I know of. I don't see a team that has won this amount of games on the spin. So from their immortal season to now, you have to back Caribbean Classic to win until they lose. But it's a funny old game, and if the mechanical with the caliber player that they have turn up, they would have a chance to make the game a competitive affair. But it would be a Caribbean Classic call for most people.
Okay. Boy, Bobby Six, I didn't want to turn up, but I couldn't turn up Bobby Six. Couldn't move. Yeah. Would have to watch Passage Ford beat correctional boy. After I watch Passage Ford beat correctional, I couldn't turn up Bobby Six. I didn't want to turn up, but I couldn't turn up. Yes. All right.
Yeah, they could say what you could have watched, boy.
Eh?
Because they could say what you could have watched.
Yeah. All right. We have come to the end of another program. Great program, as usual. And as usual, the viewers always participating. Yes. So, but before we move on, any new business, Professor?
C4 probably have.
All right, C4, any new business?
Well, as you know, there are domino games all across. Yeah, we have in New York, Spicy Mondays, where Give Me Your Money is the leader of that competition, along with the Future. But Give Me Your Money got upset. They lost by a point on the last game week. That is last Monday. So
That's a female, right? Good to see
yeah,
a female in
Give Me Your
charge.
Money is a team actually.
Oh, it's a team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they lost. They lost to. They basically got a dog bite. That's to show you this is a funny old game. But they're still perched at the top of the standings, level on points with the Future. Then they will have their the New York League will kick off Sunday coming. And the feature match would have what is it? The defending champions facing One Blood. Rich Kids High Voltage. I think that's the feature match on the card. And over in town, there's also the Sansan League that's taking place with some interesting matches played already for this week. Stretch Assassins. They lost a nail biter just last night. Losing by 2 points to Buccaneers. Yeah, so the league continues tomorrow.
That's
with two matches.
Very good match C4.
Yeah, man. With a match go down to 2 points, you know good. Currently leading the standings is Titans. They have won 3 from 3. And tomorrow's matches will have 2 teams that are unbeaten so far, unpredictables. They will face the challenge of Elite Squad that are one of the favorites for the competition. And then you will have Lethal Weapons managed by yours truly, and alongside Professor. We are up against 85 strikers. You know, it's a family affair there. So, and the West, in the West, there's a 4-table league where the feature match on tonight's card would see Clarksley and Shellers unbeaten in the tournament so far, playing Royal Bar Strike Force, another team that is unbeaten. 3 matches are on the card. It also includes a good match where Cool Wave go up against Stretch Assassins. Yeah, so plenty dominoes. Plenty dominoes.
Yeah, and Milton. So remember Domino Freedom Street.
Yeah. Wait, Freedom Street. Cartel keeps up. Cartel
Yes,
there.
and just to remind you also, next month there will be some series of games. Mr. Price has put together his version of the Dream Team. He has gotten some players to form a team that he believes should be the Dream Team. So they will be coming to play as a United States of America Dream Team, and in a series with the One Voice led team, which also includes England, who are putting together a team to come with Bling Dog and Seymour and all of the England contingent.
But with me, you said Sniper and I Dream Team. I don't know who that is.
Well, you have another Dream Team now. That's a Dream Team that's
Yes, original Dream Team is coming to Jamaica.
Yeah, the one that we are more familiar with. They are also coming, but they'll be here in the later part of the month. The first part of the month we'll see the first set of Dream Team members coming. And then the latter part of the month we'll see the team that calls themselves the original Dream Team. These are the ones with the players that we are more familiar with the Earl Sniper, the Andrelite, and all of those members, the Cheyennes. We are expected to have them play some matches against most of the parishes. Negril, they will have a match against Pecos in Montego Bay. They will have a match in Trelawney, and they will also have a match in Kingston. So they have a full itinerary of games to be played.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to play this clipping for the match.
Yeah, it's here. Fun can done. A greatness, alongside the greatness boss. See me I say, present a Chinese series, a domino tournament from the 3rd of March to the 15th. See me I say, featuring the man called Sir Rupert Price. See me I say, MJ, One Jackson, Wanda, Dallawine, the Suarez brothers, Franklin, and Grumber. See me I say, I'm from the US team, the real Dream Team. See me I say, with President Johnny Killer. See me I say, Assassin. See me I say, the man called Eras the Big Ass, Master Mino. On choice. See me I say, right now, from London, England. See me I say, welcome the British Governor General, the One Vice President, BGG. See me I say, with Bling Dog. See me I say, Bopi. See me I say, Seymour. See me I say, Kidridge. See me I say, One Vice, don't make everything nice. One Vice, how the people them try. One Vice, to the domino guys. Big up. Man surprise people come out. See me I say, it's a family event. See me I say, come out and full joy. See me I say, right now, It's all about food, free, and the house. So me I say, refreshment on the house. Sponsored by Wheels and Wheels. Meet the greatest players in the world. So me I say, from London, England, greatest player from US, the greatest player from Jamaica. One voice team. See me I say, right now, let's come out and full joy. Class I go show. See me I say, man I show them greatness. See me I say, right now, it's all about domino. See me I say, story with price. Big up yourself straight up to the mark. You don't know. One voice, yo, make everything nice. One voice, yo, how they prepare them tight. One voice, yo, to the domino tight. Big up Rupert, the man surprise. Come out, March 3rd to the 15th. Come out.
But Professor,
Yeah, man.
here's one of that correct, man. Food and refreshments on the house. Looking forward for that, Professor.
Yeah, but watch if you're not playing in a house, you're not going anything there, It's not even take off of the house, If it's a club, you're going to play also, you're salt. So better make sure it's on the house.
Yes. All right. Thanks for viewing, my viewers. So see you guys next week, and good luck to all the persons who send in their prediction. All right, Milton, big up yourself, Milton Stamp. Big up. All right, Professor C4. Big up.
Blessings.
Yeah, man, bless him.